We're all looking for ways to make life a little bit easier. But let's be real, most of the hacks you see online are pretty much useless. Today, we're skipping all that generic advice and digging for the good stuff.
And that's exactly where we went digging. We scoured all the forums and the deepest, darkest comment sections to find the actual tips and tricks that real people swear by. The ones that feel like you've been let in on a little secret.
For every single genius idea out there, there are probably 10 more that are just a total waste of time. So, we did the hard part for you. These are the hacks that are genuinely effective, kind of surprising, and might just solve some of your biggest little frustrations.
So, nope, you are not going to hear about making a to-do list or meal prepping. This is the good stuff, the slightly weird but incredibly practical advice that solves those frustrations we all deal with. All right, let's start with a classic one.
It's such a universal pain, isn't it? That frantic 5-minute search right before you have to leave the house. But what if the solution wasn't some new gadget, but just a simple change in how you see yourself?
Okay, I love this one because it's just so simple. It actually comes from a comedian who is sick and tired of losing his keys, and you realize people pretty much fall into one of two camps.
So here's the trick. You just consciously decide, I am a putter. You have one spot, a hook, a bowl, a specific pocket in your bag, and the second you walk on the door, you put the item there. No exceptions. It stops being about remembering and starts being about who you are.
Okay, this next one goes against every single instruction manual you've ever read. When you're building that flat pack furniture, do not tighten the screws all the way. Assemble the whole thing loosely, put it where it's actually going to live, let it settle on the floor, and then go around and tighten everything. The furniture literally adapts to the unique surface of your floor, and that annoying wobble, it's gone.
This one sounds really weird, but I'm telling you, people swear by it. Got an itchy mosquito bite? Grab a metal spoon, run it under hot tap water for maybe 30 seconds, dry it real quick, and then press it firmly onto the bite. See, the heat actually helps destroy the protein that the mosquito injected, which is what causes the itching in the first place. Instant relief.
Okay, this is such a brilliant way to cut through all the noise of fake 5-star reviews. When you're shopping online, skip the glowing praise and go straight to the 1- and 2-star comments. If all the complaints are about shipping taking too long or the box being dented, the product itself is probably solid. But if you see multiple people complaining that it broke after a week or has some kind of critical design flaw, well, that's your red flag.
All right, so what on earth could this number mean? It's actually one of my favorite hacks for getting rid of a tiny but daily annoyance.
Yep, this is all about ending the tyranny of matching socks. Forever. Go find a style of sock you like and just buy a ridiculous number of them, like 40 pairs. Throw out every other mismatched sock you own. From now on, you just grab any two from the drawer and you're done. One gets a hole? Who cares? You have plenty of others. It's such a small change that brings a surprising amount of daily peace.
Okay, so we've tackled some of those daily physical frustrations. But this next one, it's like a genuine superpower for your brain. Seriously, once you learn this trick, you are going to use it all the time. Okay, get this. It's the magic of reversible percentages. Trying to calculate 4% of 50 in your head is, well, it's a pain. But percentages are reversible, so you can just flip it. What's 50% of 4? The answer is obviously 2. It's the exact same result, but it's so much easier. What's 8% of 25? Well, what's 25% of 8? 2 again. It works every time.
Oh man, we have all been there, right? Endlessly scrolling through a text thread, trying to find an address or a confirmation number or a flight time someone sent you weeks ago. Here's how you fix that forever.
So the second they send you that key piece of info, just send a quick reply back with simple searchable keywords. If your friend sends their new address, just text back, John's address. Now, weeks from now, you can just search your messages for address and boom, it'll pop right up.
You might have heard of this, but it's honestly one of the most effective rules for beating procrastination, period. Whether it's answering an email, putting a dish in the dishwasher, or taking out the trash, if you know it'll take less than 5 minutes, just do it right then and there. It stops dozens of those tiny little tasks from piling up and turning into a mountain of stress.
Okay, here's a super important safety tip for all you drivers out there. If you're on a long road trip and you start feeling drowsy, it might not just be lack of sleep. When you have the air on recirculate, the carbon dioxide from your own breath actually builds up in the car, and that buildup can make you feel really tired. Just switch to fresh air from outside and you might find yourself feeling way more alert.
All right, and now for our final tip. And honestly, this one might be the most powerful idea of them all. This isn't just a hack, it's a complete mindset shift. It sounds so counterintuitive, but the phrase is, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. And the whole point is to fight that perfectionism that stops us from even starting in the first place.
See, the whole point is that a half-hearted effort is infinitely better than no effort at all. A quick 10-minute walk is better than skipping the gym entirely. Just rinsing one dish is better than leaving a mountain in the sink for tomorrow. This mindset gives you permission to just start, and that is almost always the hardest part.
Okay, so we've covered a bunch of my favorites, but I know the best tips often come from you guys. So now it's your turn. What's that one weird, brilliant trick you use that makes your life just a little bit easier? Drop it in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to see what you've got.
And that's really the heart of it, right? It's about finding those small, clever advantages that make a real difference. Because honestly, the best life hacks are the ones nobody talks about.